It's time for the rundown. Tune in as Amelia and Lori share their must-dos in some of their favorite cities, amuse you with their guilty pleasures, share the unsung promo hero of the week, and help decipher all those impossible text acronyms.
Hello and welcome to episode 52 of The Rundown. I'm Amelia Model with Promo Corner. And joining me as always is the surprised Lori Bolton of Totally Bamboo. Lori, what was that shock?
Well, I thought I lost you for a second. And anybody that knows me knows that I'm slightly challenged when it comes to technology. It just went dark. I'm like, oh gosh.
I was like, she's surprised it's me on the other end. I don't know. It's
No, I was using the dark mode, Amelia.
Oh, we still have to explain to Lori what dark mode is. But before we get into schooling Lori on all that is dark mode and electronics and technology, we want to give a shout out to our sponsor, the Magnet Group. The Magnet Group is a top 14 perennial supplier offering thousands of products and solutions to fit every budget. They have top selling categories including magnets, direct mail, journals, bags, drinkware, technology, towels, blankets, awards, and food. They have exceptional customer service and execution, and they attract business. So let the Magnet Group help you on your next project, and go check them out at themagnetgroup.com. And we'll talk about this here in a little bit, but again, I'm sitting on it. We will be giving away one of these in Las Vegas here. And so we'll talk about that when we get to the unsung hero part. But I did take this guy, he took him to Europe. I also took him to Colorado with me. It's my car blankie.
Was it amazing?
It was amazing. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I say this all the time. It's the best.
Yeah, it was great. So speaking of my car trip, I'll just go into what I've been up to. Sorry, Laura, you're second. I'm first.
It's okay. It's okay.
So we did just go skiing. We had talked about that the last episode. So we got back. So yeah, this guy was my car blanket because it's a 9.5-hour drive and my husband likes to leave really early. So I used it to snuggle in the car and stay warm. And then when I was watching my tablet on the way home, the sun was in. So I literally had a blanket over my head. I can't imagine what the people driving by thought. Like I'm sitting in the passenger seat with just a blanket going over me. But yeah, great. So we went skiing, loved it. The kids went snowboarding for the first time ever. They did like a day and a half of lessons. The first day, I think it was like maybe 3 hours in, they were already going up the ski lifts and coming down the hills. So they caught on beautifully.
Amazing.
My son is already planning his escape to move to Colorado when he gets older. And he was telling us all the things like, I want to live in the mountains, but I want to ranch because I want to hunt. And then I need a boat for the water. Like first let's get you through high school and then college, and I hope you have a professional career in line because you're going to need a lot of money for all of these nice things you want.
Do you know what I love, Amelia? I love that the experiences that you're providing your kids, which we know, like even when I was even to this day with the kids, the 3 kiddos, for them to like take it and say, oh my gosh, I want to live here because they love it so much, is so darn cool. The worst thing is, my parents took me on a vacation. I never want to go back. No. I hate it. It sucks.
2 days before we left, Maddox was like, I'm going to really miss this. I'm going to miss snowboarding. I don't really want to leave. And the last day my daughter was done, like snowboarding is tiring and she had taken some good hits and she was like, okay, I'm done. I was like, cool, we'll go get some hot cocoa. And the guys kept going up and they're like, okay, one more. And finally we were like, cool, we're going to meet you guys at the lodge. Like we're going to go back to the hotel. You guys keep skiing for the next hour. So yeah,
it's perfect.
It was great.
I think I had told you like snowboarding, you need to learn at Addie and Maddox's age, if not younger, because as an adult, when you fall, the fall hurts so bad and you're higher up.
No.
Just like I literally had a private instructor and it was a day, like for however many hours. I gave him afternoon off. You can go do whatever you want because we're done.
It's hopeless.
Yeah, it was just, oh my goodness. But I'm so happy they mastered it.
Yeah, it was great. And I maybe will take a lesson that next year. We'll see. And also coming up, obviously I'm not just dressed like this because I'm nuts, but it's like the special Christmas Eve edition. This is going out right before Christmas. So I wanted to get into the holiday spirit. I have my little lights here.
So cute, Amelia. I missed the memo, and I just because I'm on a last minute trip.
It's okay. I've done like 10 outfit changes because I've had so many videos to get caught up on from being gone. So I just keep changing my clothes and doing a new video.
An A model's closet, just go in and pull something new.
Yep, absolutely. So Lori, and Vegas is coming up, but what have you been up to?
Yes. Okay, so last episode talked about, just having my surgery, and sitting here today, I'm 3 weeks post-op, feeling amazing.
Looking great.
Thank you. I feel so good. I have no issues with my back. My back feels really good. I think I mentioned last time, it's my incisions, where my incisions were, or are, I should say. And my psoas, aka hip flexors, which we all know when we're doing ab work and anything like up in that hip flexor area, those are bothering me, but I feel so good. We had on Totally Bamboo's holiday party was Friday. Nice. So Steve Herman, I couldn't have done it without him. So
Steve Herman is her husband, because nobody knows that because you just refer to him as husband too. Steve is her husband. He has a name, folks.
Steve Herman is my husband. So I couldn't have done it without him. We flew out of Prescott on Thursday night. There's only one flight going in and out right now because it slows down. Flew into LA, 50-minute flight. And no, I'm not supposed to be traveling. I'm not getting cleared until the end of this month, like the 29th of December. So I was feeling like, I know Steve carried everything, but as we're landing and the plane goes boom, I'm like, oh, that's why the surgeon doesn't want me flying or traveling. And then we're in the rental car shuttle, packed, getting thrown all over the place. I'm like, that's why he doesn't. So there is a reason. I was super careful, not that that matters. And then David Chen said, oh, well, since you're going to be here, can you stay the next week? Because we have a lot to do before PPAI. And like, all right. So I'm at Totally Bamboo. I'll head home Thursday night.
So what about, we'll just quickly touch, but the holidays, what do you have going on for Christmas? Because this is going to drop right before Christmas. So do you have kiddos coming to stay?
So no kiddos, not that I'm aware of, unless they surprise at the last minute. I think Nicolette's working in the hospital shift. Alex is going to stay home, and Lucas. So I think it's just going to be us, which is totally fine. Like, it's so good. We'll have to regroup for next holiday when I'm feeling good. I think I'm going to do some baking. I should be able to cook a proper meal because I wasn't able to for Thanksgiving. Yeah. So super low key. And this was like our little escape because Steve hasn't been on a plane in over 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So when we went through TSA pre-check, he got like all of his hair gel stuff taken. He bought like the big old bottles.
Like, rookie, get out of here.
I'm like, oh gosh, I didn't even bother like asking him. I just assumed, right? Like nothing over 2 ounces. Like, of course we know. Yeah. So it was kind of funny.
That is funny. Well, I'm hosting this year. We have it last year. We were in Mexico for Christmas, and the 2 years before that with COVID and the big families, we just didn't get together. So we're hosting on my mother-in-law's side. So that's 3 of my husband's siblings, their spouses, their kids, and some of their kids have kids. So we're talking 40-ish people on Christmas Eve for lunch. So I'm going to start drinking now.
You should start drinking now. Are you gonna have them help and like bring dishes?
Yeah. Everybody brings like a side dish, and we'll have meat and sandwiches, and we do a gift exchange with all the little kids, and then the adults do kind of a white elephant, and yeah. So,
and can you believe, Amelia? Like we're at the end of the year.
I know.
It's insane.
I know. So end of year, is that lead into our living with Lori? Do you have any, are we talking New Year's resolutions? Are we talking just don't even try to diet over Vegas and just live your life and have fun?
I go back to moderation in Vegas, everybody. Like that is just because that's just me, because I've got to get up the next morning and work a booth and meetings. But this is, I'll touch a little bit on it and then we'll continue in the new year. But have you ever heard of blue zones?
Is that like dark mode for you?
I was just gonna say, it's nothing like dark mode. So blue zones are geographically defined areas with the highest percentage of centenarians or people that live to be 100 years old. Okay.
Ooh,
there
okay.
are 5 places in the world that are identified as a blue zone. First one is Loma Linda, California, probably about an hour from where I'm at right now in San Diego.
Okay.
The other one is Icaria, Greece. Forgive me if I'm not pronouncing these correctly.
I won't know. So just
is
own it, girl. Own it.
Nicoya, Costa Rica.
Okay.
Sardinia, Italy. And Okinawa, Japan. Those are the 5 areas that there's been extensive research done with these 5 areas and people living to be at least 100 years old.
Wow.
And just a couple things. There's 9 common things that these people do.
That's what I was going to ask, because geographically, like, it's not all sun, it's not all beach. I mean, there does seem like there's water involved around most of those places.
Yes. So I'm just going to give you a couple today and then we'll continue in the new year with the other things that people that they all consistently do.
Okay.
And again, there's been lots of studies. We'll throw up on here. There's documentaries on the blue zones. It's fascinating. So one of the things at 5 o'clock every day, they all have a glass of red wine.
Yes.
Isn't that amazing?
Justified at last. Justified.
Yes. So this is a fact. This is not this is heavily researched, a glass of wine.
But that's
the other
a glass, not a bottle.
It may say bottle.
A never-ending glass. I mean, who's to judge what a glass is? Is that
it doesn't
4 ounces
specify the
12
size.
ounces? Okay.
No, it doesn't specify the size. So it could be like a 32-ounce glass.
Perfect.
The other thing is community. They get together often with their community. They've built a community. So they've got their people that they share and visit with. And so those are the 2 that I'm going to give you for right now. And then again, we'll continue in the new year. But blue zones, I'll post up here where you can watch the documentaries, because over the holiday, it's kind of fun. They're quick, but it literally goes into each one of these countries, if you will, these locations, and interviews the people and how they live.
That's awesome.
And 100 years old.
Well, I have the white. Well, I've been drinking a lot of white. I guess I'm gonna have to go back to red. So red, nailed it.
And sense of community.
Yeah. More so on video than in person these days, but
it doesn't matter. Not as long as isolating, right? You're not like hibernating in your house and having 0 interaction with human beings.
I have 3 people and 2 dogs and 2 fish and 12 chickens. I have plenty of interactions.
Yes. But you can see where this is going. If you're somebody that like does not want to interact with the outside world, it does have an impact on your mental health and your longevity.
Absolutely.
Blue zones.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. Well, I was trying to think, I was like, oh, I'm the perfect mom. I haven't done anything embarrassing to my children. And honestly, I haven't. I asked my daughter to give me an idea of something. I was like, what did I do this week to embarrass you? She didn't have anything. And I was like, score. But I did think of a funny story when I was talking with my team this morning, and we were rehashing like some of my trip and stuff. So we were in Colorado, and we were in Breckenridge, which is a tiny little community. And we were the first whole day that we were there, we decided just to go shopping and relax after 10 hours of the car. We're like, we'll just take the day and chill and sleep in and do all that. So we're walking around downtown, and my son is like, do you smell that? And I was like, yeah. And he goes, is there a skunk down here? I was like, no, bud, there's not a skunk downtown. He's like, what is that? And I was like, it's marijuana. He's like, what? I'm like, it's legal here. Nobody's breaking the law. It's totally legal here. And he was just so like shocked because, we live in Kansas where it's not legal and it's anti-drug and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, Mom, have you ever smoked marijuana?
Oh,
and I was
dear.
like, no, absolutely. I have never done anything illegal. I just like my wine. He's like,
do you think your mom would smoke skunk?
He's like, that's good to know. So that was my mom did that. I may or may not have lied. I'm not admitting to anything, but that he thought skunk was marijuana. And the funnier part of that is many, many years ago when the kids were little and my husband was out of town, once I had my window open and I thought someone was outside my house smoking marijuana, but no, it was a skunk. So the two do smell similar.
Do you know what they do? And either you like embrace that smell and you're like, yeah, or you're like, ugh, can't, not interested at all. But yeah, it's very legal in Colorado.
And there's dispensaries on every block.
So crazy.
Yeah. So that was my
I love it. Well, now he knows, and he's probably gonna tell his friends like, I smelled marijuana when we were on our holiday vacation.
I've taken my daughter to a couple concerts enough to where she's like, that's a vape. And I was like, that's not a vape. That's not what that smells like.
I love it.
Oh my gosh. So I'll try and come up with some more stories because the problem is if I don't write them down, I forget them. And then they're...
I know. I write all my stuff down too.
They're out. Okay. So unsung hero. We got a couple things. First, I'm going to go to the shameless plug for you and I. So in Vegas, Lori and I are recording live on Wednesday, which I believe is January the 13th. And for anybody that provides us with a video of them talking about an unsung hero, they text it to one of us and come find us at our booths, and we will give you a t-shirt that you can wear around. And then,
so cute.
I know I wanted to wear it, but I had to get into the holiday spirit and wear my ugly sweater. And then all the people that win a t-shirt will go into a drawing and we will give away, Lori has a brand new one because you can't have this, but we will be giving away one of these blankets. And we do have a lot of other goodies coming. So I'm not even going to tell people what they are, but there's a bunch of branded merch that we will have. So come by our booth, probably the promo corner booth. Lori will be busy actually working. I'll just be talking and entertaining. And then when we record, come to the booth, which is Wednesday at 11 Pacific. Come to the promo corner booth 2333 and we will be recording live.
So fun. I cannot wait. So fun.
Also, we do have an unsung hero. If I don't want to get all choked up, I'm getting a little clip. Our unsung hero is our friend, Mr. Brandon Petrich. Brandon has moved on from the Promo Corner family, and I'm really sad. And I just wanted to thank him and give him a shout out for all that he's done for this show and all the other shows that I do, all the editing or all the random ideas I have where I'm like, hey, Brandon, it would be really cool if you could do a video that bleep, and he creates it for me. So he also was very involved in helping me start up when I started A Model's Closet, and then with the rundown and kind of giving ideas and different angles and kind of helping with the back end production. So thank you, Brandon. You've been my hero, and you might be gone, but you're not forgotten. And I will still be bugging you with text. And yeah, we have your phone number, buddy. So don't think you're getting away from us.
No. And thank you, Brandon, so much. I know on occasions we drive you crazy with our technical issues and sending over our files that are a little crazy, but amazing. And the best of luck to you in your new journey. Super exciting.
Yeah. All right. Well, on to, I don't know if it's happier news or different news, but guilty pleasures binges. You had a lot of time to not do anything. So did you binge watch anything?
A little bit. Does shopping count?
Like online shopping? Was that your guilty pleasure?
When
or were you watching Home Shopping Network? Because that's definitely a guilty pleasure.
No. When Steve was out for the holiday party, we went to UTC, which is University Town Center. It has Bloomingdale's, Neiman Marcus, Saks, like Nordstrom, all outside. Like every store you can possibly think of is at this UTC. And Steve had never been. He's like, oh my gosh. So I did do my guilty pleasure. I've been wanting the new Apple, and I think I texted you about it. So I got the new Apple 8 watch.
Nice.
I love it so much. So it's upside down, but this is a guilty pleasure. We wanted a new coffee maker, and I'm going to send this out to our listeners. If you have a favorite coffee maker, and I'm not talking about Mr. Coffee, if you have a favorite coffee maker, we would love to know. So the Nespresso is trending right now, and I was going against it because of the pods. I didn't want them going into a landfill. They actually send you a bag to put the pods in when you're done using them, and then you can send it back to have them recycled. Oh. Super cool. But I like using my own coffee beans and specific coffee because a lot of coffee has mold on it and people don't even realize it. Yeah. Oh. So I would love to know what coffee makers people are using. So those are my guilty pleasures. I've been shopping.
Okay. Well, that's a good one. I don't know much about the Nespresso, but I do know we used to have a K-cup machine, and same things. Yeah. I felt guilty, but I found like on Amazon, it was a metal, like a K-cup holder. And so you could just put your coffee in it and fold it and you put it into the machine. So then you just emptied out the grounds each time you used it. So you didn't have,
that's cool.
Pods. They were metal. And then I don't know what brand our coffee maker is now, but it has a turn, so you can make a 6 ounce, 8 ounce, 10 ounce, a tumbler, a half a pot, or a full pot. So we just turn it to, like, my husband gets up super early in the morning, so he'll make a half a pot, and then by the time I get up, I just make another half pot, because if you made a full pot, it'd be cold by the time I get to it. So, and then you can just make a cup if you want. So, and there's no filter. It's like a built-in filter, so you don't have the waste there.
So cool. I would love to know.
Okay.
And you, on your guilty pleasures, I've got a full blank page to start writing.
Well, I'm not going to overwhelm you. And the shows that I watched or more finished were ones that I'd already talked about. So I did watch a really good show on Netflix, and I was watching it with my daughter. It's called Wednesday. It's a take of the Addams Family. It's like #1 on Netflix right now. Super popular. I can't remember the girl's name, something Ortega. I can't remember her first name. But she looks like Christina Ricci did when she played the role in the Addams. It's really good. It's where the girl goes off to like a boarding school and she's kind of solving mysteries, but she still has that deep thing. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff on social media about it, like a famous dance she did that people are like craving over. So check it out Wednesdays. It's really cute. And then the other thing I started watching that I haven't got to finish yet is the docuseries that Harry and Meghan did. And aren't you a royal fan? Have you started watching it?
Yes. I have not, because I haven't been. I think it launched last Thursday, so I was traveling. And so I maybe I didn't get it in my
They're releasing it slow. So right now, like when we're recording this, there's 3 episodes out, and then there's another one this week. And so they're doing a slow release. They didn't put it all out at once. So,
and isn't it 6 total?
I think 6 total. So I'm still in like the good space before they really start talking about the family. This is more, they're talking about the pobs and the press and how bad that was. They haven't even talked about the other stuff. So it'll be interesting to see.
Yes, so that's definitely on my list, because I am a huge Crown love. Like, I'm obsessed with that whole the dynamics of being a royal.
And they call him H, like Meghan. Only her friends all call her Meg. She never goes by Meghan. So anyone that knows her calls her Meg. Or sometimes Harry refers to her as M, but she refers to him constantly as H. And even the friends, like they interview friends from childhood and school, he goes by H. So I thought that was kind of interesting to know.
Like real people, right? Like
they're real. They're not like just fake.
Right. And it's not the Duchess and the Dutch of, it's like H and Meg.
I know people have really strong opinions of Meghan Markle, and I loved her on Suits. All this craziness, I think, put her in a really bad light, but watching this docuseries, just honestly, the amount of friends that were interviewed, and a lot of them are like friends that she's had since elementary and people that she's known for a long time, and they still hang out with her and talk well about her. I think that says a lot, that when you're famous and you're still friends with people you were friends with when you were a geek or, you know, a fifth
Yes, for
grader
sure.
writing poems or whatever. So I don't know. I don't know her personally, so I guess it doesn't really matter if I have an opinion or not. But I don't
No,
think
but
she's
it's
as bad as everyone acts.
Exactly. I would agree with you.
Oh, righty. Lori, since it is the holidays and I took it to the full extent and you look all pretty and I look all ridiculous,
I wish I had my hat.
I got some Christmas jokes. So instead of asking you acronyms or emojis, I thought I would ask you, I'm going to call these dad jokes because they're kind of stupid, but also funny. So I'm going to skip through. I have a ton on here. I'm just going to ask a few. How did the ornament get addicted to Christmas?
Oh, dear.
The answers are all PG. So these would be like answers that, again, dad jokes or a kid could tell.
I don't know, Amelia.
He was hooked on trees his whole life.
Like, I would have never gotten that at all. But now that I know that space we're playing in, keep going.
Okay. What does the Grinch do with the baseball bat?
What does the Grinch do with the baseball bat?
These are all kind of cheeky, like play on words.
Yeah. Grinch with the baseball bat. Grinch. I don't know.
Hits a gnome and runs.
These are cute.
Oh, here's a good one. What do you call a broke Santa Claus? What's another name for Santa Claus?
Saint Nick.
Saint Nicholas.
Saint Nicholas. So wait, say the joke again, and what's the answer?
What do you call a broke Santa Claus? It's Saint Nicholas.
Oh, Saint Nicholas. Broke. I'm thinking broke, like broke.
Oh, this one's funny. Why did Frosty ask for a divorce?
He asked for a divorce.
Do you know who Frosty is, first of all?
A snowman.
Just checking. I'm not here to judge, just asking.
It was cold. I don't know.
His wife was a total flake.
That one's good. That's my favorite.
Okay, let me see if I can find one more. Why are they going like this? Why do mummies like Christmas so much?
Why do mummies like Christmas so much? Oh, because they're unwrapped.
Oh, so close. They're into all the wrapping. Yay, Lori got one.
It takes me 5 in.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're out of time. Let me see one more. What do you call an elf wearing earmuffs?
Oh, I don't know.
Anything you want. He can't hear you. I'm not going to remember those, but those are pretty funny, especially to tell my kids.
So cute. So cute.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, don't forget, send Lori and I videos, have a chance to win one of these blankets, win one of these t-shirts, and thank you to the Magnet Group for providing all these amazing blankets. And let the Magnet Group help you quote your next project. Be sure to go check them out at themagnetgroup.com. Be sure to give us your guilty pleasures and give us your videos, people. You want some free swag? Give us your videos. And then tune in when Lori and I will be live on Wednesday, January, I think I said the 13th. It's the 11th.
Yes. I thought it was the 12th.
You know what, people? Whatever day Wednesday is in Vegas, all I know is the 9th is a Sunday. So backtrack it. Tune in. We'll be live in Vegas at 11 o'clock on Wednesday. So come find us. And then, yeah, we'll see you guys there. I can't wait. And I get to see you again in person.
I know. I cannot wait. It's going to be so good.
It's going to be awesome. All right, we'll catch you guys in Vegas. Thank you.